Let's turn off global chat. Good morning, citizens. How is everyone doing? It is almost midnight on Friday, and it's the 25th, so the free fly is still going on for a few days, and we're gonna do some ship combat. And if you know me, this is unusual. I would happily spend my days walking around ArcCorp and mining and salvaging, but I've also been thinking that I want to get a new ship in game, and why not use some of my free ships during the free fly. Let's eat this wrapper and all. I like that they have that. Oh, it did bring up my, not very much so. Gotta bring up my proteins. So let's do this. I will edit out those sneezes. Holy smokes. Still congested. It's like a permanent thing in this last month. Springtime, even though there's still snow on the ground, pollen is in the air. How is it where everyone else lives? Are you finally done with winter? Do you have actual warm weather now? Is it still snowing where you are? There we go. Trash. They don't have garbages yet here. It'd be good if they did. They'd have like a garbage that you could like put things in, but we'll use one more of my cruises and that should be good to go. So, yep, free fly's going on, and it is a few more days, and I knew I wanted to maybe get a Corsair, so this is the perfect opportunity to really try it out. And I've actually done a couple of the bounties, and I'm kind of liking it as something new and something different. Also today was the reveal of the winners for the Talk Like a Vandal, if you saw my previous video of me making that little puppet. And unfortunately, I did not win. But that's alright. I mean, can't win them all, and I certainly do not. But I have been lucky in the past, and like I say, it's always worth it to enter the contest because they're pretty fun just to do. And really, you don't need a lot to win some of the contests. First place winner, basically just use some voice modulation and talked, but definitely based on that, I was way off on how to speak Vandal. Apparently, they were very close to what a Vandal should sound like as far as pronunciation, and so good on them, because it was nothing like what I thought it was supposed to sound like. So pretty amazing. Second place, I believe, was the Vandal News, which you know, all you need is some tinfoil and a colored paper and a pretty awesome idea. So it was pretty entertaining. But wait, were they second or third? I've already forgotten. But there was another one who made like a almost like you're watching a little video game of someone playing a Vandal dating simulator, and honestly, that was, in my opinion, #1. So pretty good. I don't know how they did the graphics, if they actually designed some sort of 3D model that was doing that, because it was pretty awesome. So congratulations to those 3 winners, and your scythe? I think that's what it was. I don't think it was blades. I think it was scythe. Would have been really awesome to win that ship, but I'll just have to wait for the next contest and enter that one. I have been pretty lucky in the past, including my biggest win would have been a caterpillar for a pumpkin carving contest. So I really can't complain. I can complain about this. It's going to be a little bit of a wait to get out of here. While I wait, let's go and get a contract. Now, I will say I did have one complaint about the contest, and I actually posted it on the on the contest forum, or what is it called, the contest Spectrum post, and that's that. I really wish. I mean, CIG did a bunch of things, including changing the main webpage. Maybe not for the better on some things, like trying to get in, check out your hangar was a little bit wonky for a bit, but it was all right. But they really need to update the community hub. My main complaint on there was just that it'd be really nice if you could actually search the community hub so that you could. Thought there'd be a call to arms. Weird. Maybe not. It'd be really nice if you could search the hub, because I would have loved to be able to search to see some of the other entries. Now, if you haven't checked it out yet, definitely go look at the post on Spectrum, and at least it has links to those 3 winning entries, and they were all pretty awesome, so definitely go see them. But as far as Spectrum, you can kind of search by why won't this door open? Let's try this one. There we go. Let's see if that works. Like, I'm hearing everybody else get doors open. There we go. We're working. Okay. Is my engines on? They are now. Good. Now, this is a cool ship. It took me a little bit to kind of figure some stuff out, including how to get the little winglets. It is left Alt K, which is different than VTOL, which is right Alt K. Also, I don't like that it gives you this hangar with these wings up. It's super tight to get out of these doors without whacking into the top there, but we're doing okay. We're out. Now, you can look on this little thing here to make sure the wings are opening, or you can just do third person, and there's the wings opening. Now, look at that. What a great animation. I'm assuming that improves fire rate, or at least the spread of your shots when you're shooting. So that would be good. Now, as a person that doesn't really do combat, I do have some issues with the combat that I will talk about here, and hopefully people that do more combat can help me with. And they have to do with changes that have been made to the HUD. So previously, the HUD, I think, was better, at least for a few things. Now, one of the things would be, like I said before, when you hit ping, all the different symbols around the edge for things that might be out of your line of view. So if you're looking over here, you would see all these markers, but you can see they just disappear now. Also, they used to just have different shapes than these triangles, and the shapes would either be dotted or solid, depending if they were in front of or behind of a planet. This simplified version is worse, in my opinion. I don't like it. But the biggest change is it's hard for me to tell not only how far away a target is, but whether or not my missiles have a lock, and I can't always hear the audio on whether the missiles have a lock. So if there's a visual clue, or if I'm missing something to figure out how far away the target is, let me know to give me a hand on doing this. Now, while I'm going here, I'm going to also point out when I go into my combat mode, I have made a couple adjustments here. So we're going to wait till we slow down here. At least we're in daylight. This is good. And we're going to a wreck site, which means we might even be able to like do a little bit of looting. So if you look here, I've maxed out my guns with what I had available here, and I've gotten rid of the life support because we don't currently need that. And that just gives me a little bit more of a buffer for how many shots I can take. On top of that, this is a stock Corsair. I almost said a stock Crusader. I don't know why I would have said that. This is a stock Corsair. I wonder if this winglet is actually outside of the shields, or if it's just a weird problem with this being such a big, wide ship with the images of the shield there. It'd be really funny if you extend your wings and they come outside the shield. Anyways, it's just stock for two reasons. One is I don't know if I could update it because it is the free fly. And secondly, because this is a free fly, I'm only having this for a short time, and I'm only doing the small bounties. Like right now, I'm going for a very low risk, or VLR bounty. So why worry about upgrading anything? The Corsair can handle a 100i or an Aurora or whatever else I'm going to find here as stock. I could use the missiles, and I guess I could kind of talk about that. So when I use the missiles here, maybe I'll do that at the beginning to show you. So right now it says the last known location of the target is 25.8 kilometers away. We're going to speed up a bit to get there a bit faster since I am in SCM mode. But when I target it, and we'll switch this to target, there you go, it doesn't, I don't think it shows me its distance. Alright, so we're getting closer. Let's see, where's our target? There he is, he's up here. Okay. So look at, where does it show me his distance? How far away is the target? I don't see it here. I don't see it here. Does that mean that the missiles are locked? I don't know. Like, I can't... Like, there's a thing floating in the center. Maybe that is when it's locked, when that stops flipping around. I really don't know. Right now... Oh, I thought it somehow destroyed. I'm like... Oh. Like, look, it's way too close now for that to have been waiting for it to lock. So, I don't understand how to tell when a missile is locked. And I wish it would show me how far away the target is. But right now... There we go. Oh, just for a split second. I think I'd be able to hit this thing. This is the first one I've done that had a hull. I've had a couple 100Is, and I've had one Aurora. You can see it's pretty damaged already. I'm really not trying to avoid, because I figure this can tank a little bit. Alright, and now let's follow this down, although it doesn't have any cargo on it, it looks like. But I've been taking the components from the other stuff. Now, it also said I was near the wreck site, but I've flown around a lot now, so I don't think I'm near the wreck site anymore. Am I? I don't see it. That's a great shot, though. I was hoping I'd still be near the wreck site, because that doesn't show up normally on your nav when you're in nav mode, does it? I don't believe so. We are way up there, though, so hopefully there's something left of this ship by the time I get to it. It's smoking. Oh, wait a minute. There might be cargo on this ship, just a little bit. Hopefully it survives. Okay. Another change with the HUD, which I'm not a fan of, and I mentioned this before, is this change here. It used to have a box that would show you the altitude that was stationary instead of these teeny tiny, I can barely read numbers. It's getting darker here. Yeah, we are falling from a long distance, so we're still like 2 kilometers up. There might not be a lot left of this ship when it lands. Oh, maybe. Maybe it will be. Okay. Well, that's better than I thought. Okay. Landing gear down. Wings automatically fold up. Alright. There used to be bodies, too, when you defeated a ship, but I haven't found any of those at any of the bounties I've done so far. Is there a button here to open exterior? Lower ramp, there we go. I haven't actually done it this way first, but I just like to make sure that I can get out of the ship and get back in. Bring yourself a multi-tool when you do this. Now, if you just want to do bounties, just do bounties, but I kind of like to see what is available on the ship. So, first things first, was there cargo? Yeah. Processed food. Okay, so there was cargo. Just wasn't great. But you know what? Every little bit, right? Every little bit. Besides, lots of room in this Corsair. I'm really impressed with the amount of space that this thing has. Hello? What happened? I was about to check for components and get the weapons. What has happened? Well, that is a first. Every other ship, I've managed to loot a bunch of stuff, and this just... Did it fall through the planet? Well, we got the processed food. We got something out of it. That is weird. Okay, well... Like I said, it's not Star Citizen if you're not confused about what's going on. Alright. So we're back in the pilot seat. Very confused by what happened, but ooh. What makes up for that is just this view. Like, this is a cool looking ship, and what a beautiful game. Ooh, look at how well I sure got close to that rock. Alright. Yeah. I like this ship. It's kind of a weird, wonky design. I find parts of it are seeming a little bit fragile. But overall... Ooh, why did it get so bright all of a sudden? I just wish I knew what happened to that ship. I wish I was watching it to see if it just popped out of existence or if it actually fell into the planet. Definitely glad I wasn't inside it if it fell into the planet. Remember to put your landing gear up so you can move a bit faster. But that's what I've been doing. I am at Raiden Jr. here. And so I've just been going through, not always finding contracts for bounty hunting. Like here, I do have 3 again. But sometimes it's been, or only the wanted and the training permits have showed up. So I just wait a while and then something else shows up. But we're going to a Walla cave. Alright, cool. So we're going to go to Walla. And this will be maybe my last kind of bounty while I start here. As long as I actually successfully manage to loot something other than a big container of food. One of the bounties I did was near a drug den. I think it was Wheeler's. I was able to actually go in there and find some Revenant tree pollen as well, so I grabbed that. Usually with the 100 eyes, I'm grabbing the jump drive, a shield gen, and maybe it's a power plant? The Aurora, I didn't get anything from that, but that was the one that was next to Wheeler's. So let's head here. Let's see if this is on the other side of the planet. Ooh, weird. You normally don't see the atmosphere, but it's showing up here. You can kind of see that bubble around the moon. That's unusual. Oh, it's right on the edge of having some light. Be good to have more in asteroid fields or in space. Maybe some of the bigger bounties are. Now, as a person who doesn't really do ship combat that often, what when I get a Corsair, what should I look for to get? What should I upgrade? What do I not need to bother? Maybe there are some components that I should search for or try to loot off other ships. I know you can get some pretty neat weapons if you go salvage a Corsair, or not a Corsair, a Constellation. Will those fit on the Corsair? I think it'd be really fun to try to upgrade my ship by finding things, as opposed to just buying them. So, what is this? Is this a raft? Weird. Okay. Let's shoot up a raft, I guess. That's a new one. I was really hoping he would move and I could hit him. Gotta lead a little more than what that pips show me, I guess, eh? I am not a good shot. I mean, it's getting close. There we go. Alright, so now this is another new ship for me. Which may or may not have cargo in it also. It looks like it might. So let's follow this one down. Turn our lights on, because it looks like we're in the dark for sure this time. Yeah, I think we're okay on this one, as long as this one doesn't disappear. We're way up now. We're almost 4 kilometers up still. Definitely these ships should be exploding on impact. Not that I'm complaining that they're not, so... Halfway there. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. That one certainly did. There's still got to be something there. Ooh, what's that? What's that? What's that bright thing? Maybe there. Oh, maybe that's some of the cargo. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so what do I do first? Do I go check out the ship before it sinks into the ground? This looks like a good landing spot. Yeah, it's not too bad. That looks pretty good. If anything, it's lifted me off the ground. We'll go check the ship first. And then we'll see if that cargo still exists. But we'll move this back one. Oh, it doesn't. I thought that was... Weird. I thought that was more cargo grid. Okay. Alright. Where are the weapons on this thing? Is this upside down? No, it's not. Okay. Any cargo still in the grid? No. Oh, yes. Scrap, of course. The high-value scrap managed to survive. Good, we'll chuck that over there. Alright. And where are the components in this thing? Like, I probably have to go inside, but if it's destroyed, I might not be able to. We got a M5A cannon. We'll grab that. So that's flashing over there. Is that the cannons flashing? I'm very confused by what that sparks are. Fireworks about me celebrating my job well done. I can't even speak. Can I reach that gun? No, not from there. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to be inside that at all. But hopefully I can get this gun. Yes! Yes? Yes! Look at that catch. Okay, so there is, I'm assuming, no way to get in the ship now that it is destroyed. And if I do, I'll probably fall through the surface, the geometry of it. So I don't think I can explore inside. If I look through these windows, a lot of fire, but there's probably components in there that I could have gathered if I knew how. Where did that scrap go? So we'll bring this over. And then we're gonna go just quickly look down that hill, which was this way. Yes. Alright, what do we have here? Titanium? Wow. I mean, I think that might be worse than the scrap. Medical supplies. Why can't it just be quantanium and gold? Copper? Oh my god. None of this is good. But we're gonna take it all. And more titanium. Oh, perfect. And yeah, maybe this is just a weird artifact of the crash. Is that what happened? Because that's definitely kind of wonky. Not a total loss though. I mean, we got the rep for the bounty, we got the cargo, and we got a couple weapons. So I'm going to bring all this to... I don't know, where could I go? I guess Area 18. I'll bring it to Area 18, and we will sell this along with the stuff I believe I have at Area 18, some of the other stuff that I looted, some of the other components and weapons. So let's see how I did with this. I'm not sure how much a Corsair costs in game, but I'm at about 4.5 million, so I'm figuring I'm gonna have to get at least a bit more money before I'll be buying one. So is that everything? I think so. Goodbye, ship. Alright, holster. Lights. Why am I putting lights on? Open. Close. There we go. There we go. Turn my headlamp off. Those are secured perfectly. And as I get into the why did I say passenger seat? Pilot seat, we're gonna check and see how much our rep goes up per job. Because I haven't really been watching that. I just knew that I did a bunch of jobs and then it's gone up. So if we go to Bounty Hunters Guild, hardly at all. It's gonna take quite a few of these little jobs in order to get higher. Now, if I wanted, I could just take another job if it was available and then start working on those. This one here is Walla Rec site. Are we on Walla right now? Comms. Not comms. Maps. We're on Walla. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that last one. Not bring you along with it because this video is already over half an hour. But then I'm going to go to ArcCorp and we're going to sell everything that we have here and see how we're doing. So one more for me. Walla Rec site, accept. I'm going to go do that and then I will see you. Oh, it's a wreck Starfare. Unless I actually see the wreck and I'm able to explore it, I will see you at ArcCorp. I don't know if this is going to make it into the video or not, but the next target is in a cutter. So if I can loot this one, this is awesome. I love looting cutters. They have very easy to access components. It's not going to take much as long as I can hit this little thing to take this out. There we go. Like super quick. So now I got to fall this down and hope that it doesn't explode on impact. And look at how close it is to the wreck. Right there. So I might even be able to explore the wreck. So don't explode, don't explode. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to try to fit between these rocks here. And we're going to loot this cutter. Although I just realized if it's soft death but then blew up like that, it might I might not be able to get inside it to loot all the components. We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna land here. And it's daylight. Gotta love that. Alright, let's go see what we can grab off this cutter. This ship's so big I could probably fit a whole cutter in the back. Just pull it right in. Alright. It looks pretty mangled. And it's upside down. Of course it is. We'll get these guns. That's for sure easy to get. Then we'll open the ramp and see if we can grab any of those components. Who knows? It might even have a little bit of cargo in it. Oh. I'm definitely not trying to lift the ship with my multi-tool. So these are just badgers. They're not worth a lot, but... if we can get access to the back... Can I move this at all? See, the 100 eyes you can lift up with the multi-tool. Alright, can I get this? What if I run up the back? Nope, come on. Let's put this away first. See if this works. What if I jump on this rock and then get on the back of the ship? Yes. All right. Can I open? Yes, perfect. All right. And because it's broken, there are the components. You don't have to get into the ship to get them. You can just pull them out from here. So that's awesome. So we're going to grab those components. Oh, what am I doing? Aim. 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 Why can't... Is that not a component? You think I would know? Must not be. Okay. I think it'd be great if you could move those little, like, tractor beams, whatever they are, but... yeah, that is a rough-looking interior. Some things were destroyed, but we were able to get some of the components, which is good. And I've chucked them over here, and now I've lost them. Hello? What has happened? Did I seriously lose those components? Oh. They just go real far. How far do they go in the moon atmosphere? Oh, pretty far. Okay. Also, the issue with components is they stop being rendered at a certain distance. So, like, look at, see, watch that yellow one. And it's gone. And it's there. And it's gone. Like, they're really hard to find in space because they stop rendering, like, 40 feet out. That needs to change for part of the salvaging loop. I mean, it makes sense that if they're in a ship, you don't want them to be rendered by the engine. But for salvage reasons, you gotta be able to find them. And if you can't see them unless you're right next to them, in space, where I sometimes lose a whole entire ship, I can't say that that is a good design choice. Alright, we're gonna holster our weapon here. We're gonna squeeze by all the junk I've tossed in here, and I'm gonna head over to that wreck site. As long as there's no NPCs, I do have a pistol with 0 ammo. Alright, so if there's any NPCs around, we're not gonna do anything because I obviously... Why do I have an empty pistol? Because I'm a seasoned veteran and know what I'm doing. Alright, let's go up. And let's fly over there. I'm so happy that it is light out. Like, what do we think? Is there any guys here? I can't remember if there's any NPCs at these wreck sites. I mean, I could risk it. I'll lose some components, but it might be worth it just for fun. What is that? Is that a prospector? Weird. Alright. So somebody else crashed here, because the prospector would not normally be here. Yeah, we're looking good. Okay. Okay, let's go look at that prospector first. Let's hear shots, and then I'll run back. Alright. There's an ore pod. We cannot refine from cargo decks yet. That's coming soon. Otherwise, you know, why not grab these to see what it's worth? But this is a deck the hall paint, I think. No mining head. That's unfortunate. The interior looks okay, but I cannot open the door because it looks like you could potentially get into the interior. Yeah, I was hoping there was a mining head I could take. It looks kind of stripped. Okay. Let's go look in here. Oh, what's in here? Is this a loot crate? Maybe not. Just boxes? They look like you should be able to loot them. But you cannot, okay? Well, that's disappointing. Don't mind me while I take a couple beauty shots. You never know when they'll come in handy for thumbnails. That's a good one. Look at that. Alright. Can I get up to those doors? Maybe. Got a flare. Got a ramp. Got more crates all over the place that you can't interact with. That's disappointing. Why are none of these lootable? Especially the ones that look clean and packed nicely. Those look like something that would be designed to be interacted with. Okay, that's the way down. Maybe I'll do that first. Maybe it's better not to have my headlamp on. It just... Is there no lootable areas in these ships? So weird. Alright, that's the outside, so we're gonna go back up the stairs. I honestly would love a Starfare, just because I love how maze-like they are. I know it's frustrating for a lot of people, I get it, but for me, this is awesome. It's just such a cool ship. That door doesn't open. This is just a hole. Escape pods, never used. Yeah. No loot, no loot, no loot. Oh, hello? Hello? That was obviously for a find the missing person's insurance or whatever they're called. Can I get up there? Yeah, cool. Alright, doesn't let me in there. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is a bit of a wash, but I'm having fun. Ooh, what are... Oh, but there's nothing in those. Okay, those are just lights. Yeah, I think, I don't think I'm gonna find anything here. Let me down. There we go. There we go. It is very atmospheric, I will say that. With all the fog. Alright, I think we're done. I don't think we found anything. Well, I know we didn't find anything, but I don't think we have anything to find. But, yeah, I got some more components of that cutter, so now I'm going to head to Area 18, and we will see how we did as far as my first foray into bounties. So I will see you there. Ooh, I love Area 18. It is amazing. Honestly, I love this game. Let's go to Astro first, check out to see if they sell any Drake ships. I don't believe they do. This is kind of more high-end for the most part. I keep thinking someone must have stole this, but I think it's just a glitch where that's gone out of Astro. Yeah, no Drake ships. Okay, so we can't see how much the Corsair is here. Are you alright there, buddy? Seems okay. Even though he's suffered some sort of horrible transporter accident. Let's go down these stairs. We're going to start out at dumpers. I know I said I want to kind of start upgrading my ships with the things that I salvage, but for that I have to really see what I'm going to be looking for and where I can get them. So right now we're just going to sell what I've got. Let's go to vehicle weapons. Yeah, these are super cheap. These are even less than I remember them being. Like, 288 down to 56 for the Badgers. These used to be so much better. That's what used to make salvage fun. You weren't making a ton of money, but for the time spent, it was fun because you could go and slowly pull apart a cutter, and with that you could like get the weapons, get the components, maybe find some cargo, and then scrape it and then munch it, and you would make a profit. It wouldn't be a lot, but it would be decent for the amount of time that you spent on it. Now, this happened when people started using duplication and claiming, and from that they were going over and over and over again and making a bunch of weapons for other people or for selling and making a profit, and they just lower the price of all the stuff. Like this Foxfire shouldn't be 673. We're not selling the Riger, that is definitely a mining module, but we're gonna sell this for 670, this for 300, Blast Chill for 150. Again, these are all so low price now. It's really kind of disappointing. I got all these med guns. I mean, the med guns, which are easier to find and easier to get, are worth so much more. Same with the multi-tools. Like, just go through loot crates when you're at a point of interest, like, and get all the multi-tools. And except for some reason, why is this multi-tool 1 and that one's 145? What is the ones that are different? The Black Cherry and the Mirage? Those ones are nothing compared to like their standard multi-tool? That's kind of funny. Lifeguard medical attachment. I might as well sell a bunch of these. I never use these stupid things. Same with the med guns. I'll have to do that one time and sell all those, but we're just going to quickly go subcategory power plants. Basically nothing. Quantum drives. They kind of tend to be more, but even that one only... Is the Expedition good? Grade C. I'll sell that. Now what's happened? There we go. Shield generators. That actually worked okay, or price-wise. 600 wasn't horrible. And that would be it for stuff I'm going to sell here. I did have missiles. I grabbed a couple of missiles, but I didn't see them in there. I don't feel like looking for them. Okay, we're going to leave. I mean, the missiles are worth, what, 20 cents? Might as well not worry about it. Now we're going to go over to... Maybe we'll try admin first. Now, admin might be where I can sell the tree pollen, if I can sell it here. I'm not sure if I can. And then we're going to go to TDD, and we'll sell the almost worthless tungsten or titanium or copper or whatever else we got. Look at all the people here. Ooh, if only they were moving around and not all staring at a wall. Yes. I do like... What is...
Welcome to IO North Tower, Area 18's Premier Center.
It is not a player. This is definitely an NPC. It's like the dad from American Chopper with the body of me when I was 20, as opposed to now where I look like I ate that person. Alright. And they're all kneeling to him. This is weird. Like, this is... I really wonder what these NPCs are thinking. Is he their leader? Alright, we're gonna go to Area 18. Beer of the Pig Envelope. Copper. Wait, I can sell copper here? Weird. Titanium? Processed food? They all sell here? Medical supplies? I thought they sold at the other location. Revenant tree pollen. Oh, it says I can't sell here. Maybe that's what it was. Cannot sell. Okay. Can I sell it over here? This door wasn't here when I came. Where'd it come from? Is Twitch still here? Is Twitch still in the game? Should I go find her? Maybe some other time. We're gonna stay on track today. This little pause has been in here for a while. Hopefully they kind of fix this, because it is very much like a you think that your game has crashed. Alright. Copper. 350 credits. Not much. Titanium. Oh, 2.2 thousand. That's actually way more than I thought we would get for the titanium. Processed food. Almost 3 grand. Again. I didn't think it would be that much. Medical supplies, I think we got. How much are those? There we go. Yeah, so 1 SU medical supplies. That was actually pretty good. That was the only thing I thought was worth anything from there. Turns out the other stuff, just by volume, was okay. Scrap, I'm gonna guess hardly anything. Whoa! How is scrap worth that much? I was way off on scrap. I thought that was gonna be worthless. Cannot sell, you're the pig. You're the pig. Revenant pod. You're the pig. But where was that, Revenant tree pollen? There we go. Not much. 252. I was hoping it'd be worth more. When I saw all the bags, I was really hoping they were like maize or something like that. But there we go. We've made some money. We're at 4.9-ish million. 4.977. Almost 5 million. Not bad at all. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. And we're going to call it a night. That was a long video. And yeah, I think I am going to go find a Corsair after the free fly. And buy one in game. And then let me know what's happening. Let me know what I should upgrade on that. And should I just keep going on bounties? Are there any bounties once you get to a certain level? Is there a certain level that you actually start getting some interesting loot? Is there any that you should go for? Should I be trying to find larger ones when I get them? I'm only finding right now these very low risk. I'm definitely going to be stepping up to something because I'm assuming the higher value targets progress faster. We will see. Until next time, stare at ArcCorp's shiny ball as we say goodnight. And I hope to see you all soon in the verse. Goodbye, everybody.